Hi, this is Nick Gregan. I'm a headshot photographer in London, and today I wanted to talk to you about the cloak of character, understanding your castability and the types of roles you're applying for, and how your headshot affects the roles you're applying for. Over the last few years, online casting sites have grown in number and importance, and it's now possible to find plenty of work on these sites without the need for an agent or manager. What is the best way to get yourself noticed on these sites and make yourself stand out from the crowd? The first thing to understand is the type of role you're applying for. It might sound simple, but think about the character and if it's the sort of role you can play. But be realistic though. The next thing to consider is whether or not you have the right headshot to fit that particular role. Okay, let's take a step backwards and think of it this way. Let's say you're a female in your early 20s and you're quite young looking for your age with a fresh, clean complexion and a great smile. This makes your playing age around 16 to 20. One day you get an alert from a casting site telling you about the role they're casting for in your age range. Great, you think. Then when you look at the brief and realise it's a role of a strong, edgy young woman who's had some life difficulties, you realise it's the role you could really get your teeth in and it's a role you'd love to play. So you apply. But you apply with your favourite headshot of you smiling and looking cute. When this headshot lands on the desk of the casting director, what do you think the casting director's reaction will be? Do you think they'll look at your headshot and visualise you as a strong, edgy character? Or do you think they're more likely to see you as a cute, smiley girl next door? The chances are they'll view you as the latter and think you're unsuitable for the role. It doesn't matter that you can play that kind of role, because we know that your headshot only has a second or two to make the right first impression on the casting director. And this time, it's made the wrong first impression. Remember, these guys are used to looking at hundreds and hundreds of headshots every day and picking out the ones they like in an instant, whilst discarding those they either don't like or they think are unsuitable. So your headshot ends up in the rubbish bin. It's a shame, as you feel like you could really have brought something special to that role. So the next question is, why didn't your headshot grab the attention of the casting director? Well, it's quite simple really. Your headshot didn't fit the profile they had in mind. If you'd submitted a headshot where you looked the part, that is, you looked as though you were a strong, edgy type character, then as soon as a casting director sees your headshot, it's made the right first impression. You're already in the role, in the character that they are visualising. And in this case, maybe they'd give your headshot a second look, or check out your CV, or maybe even invite you down to audition. Your headshot doesn't have to show anything other than a change of emotion or expression. I've discussed the importance of emotion and personality in your photos in another video. It's also not about elaborate costume changes to portray a character. It's about acting the role and being the role. It's about you as an actor bringing your personality and your character into a particular role, and in this case, it would be a strong, edgy woman. I think the way that casting has changed over the last few years, that it's incredibly important to have several character headshots in your portfolio of headshots. And by this, I mean a good, commercial, smiling shot, a confident, friendly shot, a good, strong, perhaps serious theatrical shot, and also even a darker or edgier, sinister shot if those are the kind of roles you can play. If you can't, don't try and do them. What it boils down to is that you can instantly submit the correct type of headshot for a particular role and give yourself a better chance of being noticed by the casting director. And so finally, whenever you're thinking of booking a photography session, it's worth considering your castability, the kind of roles you're liable to play, and also, painful as it may seem, the kind of roles you're not likely to play. Discuss this with a headshot photographer and ask if they can shoot headshots to suit those characters. Not all headshot photographers do. They have one kind of shot that they do and do very well. Remember, your headshot session is a collaboration between you and the headshot photographer. You're both trying to get the very best headshots you can for you. So in summing up, what would I say? Be realistic. Look in the mirror and be realistic about the kind of roles you can play. It's no good wanting to play the handsome leading man role if you're short, fat, bald and ugly. It's just never going to happen. Anyway guys, that's all from me in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, and I hope you do, please leave them below. And if you have any questions, drop them below and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching and look out for the next video. Cheers guys, this is Nick Gregan, headshot photographer in London.